Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of K-pop hot takes. Woo! Today's a bit of a short one, but I had some thoughts. Well, I had a statement that I want to make. You've seen it from the title, and it's just how I feel at the moment. And I think, basically, K-pop's short comebacks / eras are cheapening the genre. And I say this because things have changed so much. I've been told that from before, in second gen or third gen, groups would promote, artists would promote for months, 6 months or whatever, perform the same, promote that era. And now we get 2 weeks of promo and it's done. Like, I can't deal with that. And I think it cheapens the era because it makes the music so disposable. And the problem is, they work so hard at building up the teasers, the album booklets, the promos, the pictures, and the concepts, and all these things. And then when it comes, it's done within a month. It's like, what's going on? And I say this because in comparison to Western artists, some artists promote an album for a year and a half. They perform 5 or 6 songs from that album for a year or a year and a half. And yeah, COVID has probably played a part, but to be honest, this was also happening before COVID. So I just think it's such a shame, because when you invest in an artist era and you're really loving it, and then you know that they're going to be flipped and changed in a couple months, and you're going to get a brand new thing. It's like, well, I was attached to what you were giving me then, and now that's gone. It's just disappointing, and I wish it wasn't like that. And the thing is, it just kind of ruins the artistic integrity, because growth can happen authentically, but if you're just putting different concepts, 3 different concepts on the same artist in a year or year and a half, they're wearing them as costumes. They're not really feeling that growth. And then they get the authentic growth 2 years after, and it can still resonate really well, but it means you didn't need those other 2 concepts in between, because human beings grow a lot slower than that. It's too much at once. And the thing is, the growth is sometimes the concepts change so randomly. You go from like a cute theme to a sudden edgy theme, and then you go back into like a modern theme. It's like, okay, like, this is why people then look at us as K-pop lovers and go, well, they're just churning out stuff to see what sticks. And it's like, no, they're not. But I can see why you can say that, because you're not giving the artist room to breathe and room to develop and room to enjoy the moments you've created for them. I think K-pop eras should go back to lasting at least 3 months at a push. 6 months would be ideal, but 3 months, please. This 1 month and it's gone. It's like, well, it just comes and goes so quickly. And because there's so many groups debuting, it's like, it's all like, oh my God. It gets lost in the mix, and you don't even get to really enjoy and live through the era. And I've got 3 points, I guess, and I wish they were case studies of groups that inspired me to make this video, or artists. And well, the main one that inspired me was Txt. I love everything about their comeback right now. This comeback, this is now my song of the year at the moment, is I Know I Love You. Everything about this comeback feels like what I didn't know I needed. I think they've nailed their personas, their styling, the music. It's fresh, it's exciting, it's vibrant, it's youthful. It feels like they've grown authentically. But then we still had the Puma era before this, which is very different to this. But anyway, we've gotten this perfect era. Everyone looks great, everyone sounds great. But what saddens me is that I know that within the next 2-3 weeks, the era will be done. And they're going to come up with new looks and new hair. It's just like, like, you've got it so right now. Why would you change it? Like, I'm so over that. Like, I don't want that anymore. It just makes it, then it's like you've built all this hype and you've made all this work for it to last a few seconds. It's like they're sacrificing quality over quantity. quantity should be the most important, quality should be the most important thing. If the quality is high, live on it and let it breathe and carry on. If this was imagine if Lizzo was in the Korean market, or we operate like the Korean market, her song was from 2-3 years before and went to #1. Like, you need to give things room to breathe and grow over time and see what you get. Also, NCT Dream, Hot Sauce, another great era. They're on their 8th win, but they just tweeted or messaged today saying it's our 8th win, although our promotions are done. Thank you so much. And it's just like, what? Your promotions are done, but your song is still winning in the music charts. Why are the promotions done? And there was so much build up over an OT7 NCT Dream album with Mark. They could have promoted this album for months. And now it's like, okay, is that it? We might get a couple more performances here and there, but the actual promoting the main single and all that kind of stuff, it's just done now. I just don't agree with that. Last but not least, Taemin, Criminal era. He promoted it for 1 week. 1 week! Could you imagine that? He did some musical show. I think he did 3 or 4 musical show performances, and that was it. And fair enough, there was, the clashes with Super Rem and all that kind of stuff, but to be fair, even if he didn't injure his wrist, he still would have gotten probably even a 2-week still promo. What is that? And considering the amount of artistic input Taemin has in his work, all the amount of detail that goes into the production of the music videos, the styling, the music, the mix, all that is just disposed of. Even though that song is easily one of the best songs that came out last year. Like, Criminal was one of the best songs and videos that came out last year. And it's just discarded. Just like that. And it's like, are you crazy? Why is that your system of how things work? I just don't agree with that, because there's so much talent. And the problem is, that's why also probably for rookie groups, it's so hard to make new legends now, because everyone brings all this heat and all this magnificent work, but it still just goes and it's gone. So it's so hard to make legends now, because nothing is just lasting. Nothing feels grounded in growth and development. Everything feels like it's just being churned out for the masses, and I hate that. And that's basically my thoughts on that. To go and also just to add as well with Taemin, of course he performed Criminal in other award shows and those kind of performances, but he could have done way more. Could have done a sketchbook, Weekly Idol, could have done so many promo routes, but we didn't get none of that, and it just feels like it's just so disappointing. And that's that. Let me know what you think. I feel like a lot of people do feel the same way, and things have changed, and you want our artists to promote for longer. Yeah, and it'll be nice to enjoy eras for longer and to really live in them, and also see how you performed it when you first released it changed to how you perform it once you've gotten used to it, because you perform things in different ways all the time. Anyway, that's my hot take. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.